Their investigation has shed more light on the ever-burning questions: how do cells work?
Pericytes can affect local hemodynamics through calcium signaling mechanism.
Which materials are the best to use while combining the latest technology in dentistry with 3D printing? Hello and welcome to another episode of Science with an Accent, where we highlight some of the latest research in science. Today we'll be discussing research in neurology, from dentistry, and from immunology. We'll be starting with Fola Adefemi, a PhD student from the Department of Immunology, who will be talking about how cells work. We'll be following that with Maher Kantru, a PhD student from the College of Pharmacy, looking at how blood flow is regulated in the brain. And I myself, Dr. Paul Clausen, I'll be looking at denture technology and some of the new materials on the market from the Dr. Gerald Nisnik College of Dentistry. Take it away, Fola.
Thank you, Paul. So a new study coming out, but already published as a preprint in the Biorex by scientists from the Department of Immunology at the University of Manitoba, has illuminated on new avenues by which immune cells in our bodies can convert glucose from the food we eat into energy we require to stay alive. Now, the focus of their research was to find novel mechanisms by which one of the body's protective cells, called B cells, make their energy. The researchers have identified a specific protein within the cells called hexokinase 2, or HK2 for short, which remarkably gets turned on and works in tandem with other key proteins within the cells to generate energy in our bodies. They also show that without these proteins, B cells develop, mature, or function abnormally. Their investigation has shed more light on the ever-burning questions: how do cells work? Dr. Aaron Marshall, the professor behind this research at the University of Manitoba, underscores the significance of their findings. He says, and I quote, "We have identified HK2 as a functionally important component of B cells. This development will potentially be exciting in the field of cell biology, as it could serve as an alternative diagnostic or therapeutic marker in disease condition. However, this study is currently going through rigorous peer review by experts in the field. This study serves as a stark reminder of the many minute processes that goes on inside the cells in our bodies in a bid to protect us, and how important they are in contributing to our overall well-being and health." Thank you, Paul.
Thank you very much. Ever-burning question, how do cells work indeed? So now we'll be moving up to the brain with Maher, who will be looking at blood flow regulation in the brain.
Thanks, Paul. I'm sure we all have heard of parasites, but those little guys are not the main stars of this new article. No. Today, we will be talking about pericytes. These cells are found in the brain surrounding the blood vessels. They are important for blood flow regulation in the brain. But how do different types of pericytes contribute to modulation of the cerebral blood flow? Well, researchers at University of Manitoba have performed fascinating experiments in mice to learn more about functional significance of pericytes. This interesting and novel research article from Dr. Gillian Stobart's lab, spearheaded by master's student Jessica Mezaresias, has been uploaded on the bioRxiv platform. This exciting study investigates how different calcium signaling pathways in different pericytes can lead to contractility of blood vessels. Dr. Stobart adds, "We have performed calcium imaging in mice and looked at activities of different pericytes. We found that distinctive pericytes, ensheathing, and capillary pericytes activate different calcium signaling pathways which can affect the way blood flows and is regulated in the brain. This study deepens our understanding of how pericytes can affect local hemodynamics through calcium signaling mechanisms. Understanding these underlying calcium signaling pathways will help us broaden our understanding of cerebral blood flow and would potentially help us treat lots of cerebrovascular diseases as well."
Thank you very much. Maher? Now, my article and research is looking at a study put forth by the University of Manitoba and Ohio State University, and they have recently published an exciting experiment combining new materials and the latest technology in dentures to create healthier and better functioning dentures for patients. Published in the Journal of Prosthetic Dentistry, the study showcases different denture lining materials and how they respond to degradation over time. This informative study used computer-aided design and manufacture, or CAD/CAM, made dentures and tested 3 commercially available lining materials. Now, lining materials provide a comfortable fit and help with retention for the patient, as the denture is exposed to food and drinks that can be hot and then suddenly cold, and these thermal changes break down the materials, ultimately leading to failure. The 3D printed dentures and linings were exposed to recreated mouth conditions in the lab, with heating up and cooling down thousands and thousands of times, in addition to storage in wet conditions, and then closely inspected for signs of failure. Having dentures can create a psychological and physical burden if they don't fit well or stay in the mouth, noted Dr. Francesco Aspiazu Flores, the lead author from our University of Manitoba. Imagine going out for dinner with your friends and being terrified to laugh, or in pain when you chew because your teeth might fall out. We're trying to make having dentures as comfortable as possible. Dentures are the most common way to replace missing teeth, and some of the main complaints from patients is that they are uncomfortable to wear or that they do not stay where they should when they should. This new research looks to solve some of those problems by identifying which materials are the best to use while combining the latest technology in dentistry with 3D printing. Now, this study adds to the body of research investigating the best techniques and procedures to provide the best care for patients to allow them to live as comfortably as possible. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our listeners for joining us and listening to our podcast, and for everyone to remember that
Science has an accent.